In this course, we have discussed about the VBA macro programming range method. So till we have discussed about the workbooks and sheets. Now we're discussing about the range. So how can do with the anything with range. So we have start and model here. So first, how can click any cell? How can active any cells? So we for this we have used two methods. First, the range. Range give the address A1, B1, C1, look like that. Then select, yeah, activate. We can also use the cells. Cells 1, comma 1, one row and one column. Dot select. So we have two way to clicking any cells. Just like range, give the address, look like Excel, just like A1, B1, C1, and second alpha numeric R1, C1, call the R1, C1, row number and column number. So we have type here row number and column number. Then when you run your cursor, go to the A1. Sorry, not a cells. Okay, but this is the only for active sheet. I want to click the cursor in the sheet to A1. Sheet to A1. So that time we go to the sheet 1. Right here, sheets, give the sheet calling method, just like sheet 2 dot select. Sorry, dot select. Then give the range A1 dot select. Now, when you run this code, go to the sheet 2 and click on the A1. Okay? Click on the A1. But we have the two files. First, the left and also. So I want to click the left one, sheet 2, left file and sheet 2. So that time we have need to activate this, the left to work books and give the file name just like left dot xlsx that activate. So first activate your file, but your file will be open. If not open, then you have write the code for the opening the file. Then activate the book one, activate the sheet and click on the A1. Just run. Yeah, you can see here. So do you understand how can click any cells in the file, sheet and range? Any problem?
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
Now, how can type anything in the sheet? So I want to type, so put here range A1 dot value equal to name. We can also write here A V1 V1 and equal roll. And we can also this right here range C1 dot formula equal to amount. Okay. So we have types here, the value, the range, and formulas. But no have any change, no have any effect if you use the value, if not use anything, if you use the formula, no problem. But problem when you pick the number from any other cell, just like I have right here formula 10 plus 50 in the D1. I want to D1 value in the A1. So that time we have write the code range D1. So first write the receiver. A1 is the receiver. A1 dot val. Now here is the dot value dot formula. No any problem. No any change. But when you write range D1, D1 is the giver cell. If you write type your value that time, and now I want to run this only for this code. So that time we have used the press 8 shortcut press F8, and now we have picked this arrow symbol to my range. Now we can Press the F8, so we run here. Okay, you can see here 60 only. So no formula coming here. But when you type here dot formula, dot formula. So that time you have we have just run this effect. You can see now formula will be coming. Okay. So when you have normally type the number here, type the data in the initials, and you can also type the I also transfer one value to another value. Now I want to enter the value in the different sheet. Let's say sheet 2. So we can also use this method. Yeah, also write the directly sheet sheet 2 dot range a1 dot value equal to 50. Okay. So now we have run this. Uh, no have activate sheet. Your sheet is not activated, but your number will be typed in the A1. But I want to type in the any file. So do have write the code, your workbook, but workbook will be open, sheets and range, and you have typed your data. Okay, you understand?
Yeah, yeah.
So now we are discussing how can go to the cursor in the any cell in the file in the sheet. Now how can enter any value in the any cell and sheet and file. It is okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Now before the going to another topic, we need to discuss about the selection, because without selection if you have not used any feature just like copy paste pivot filter anything, need to select your data, right? So now we discussing how can select the my data. Okay, so I want to select the data in the sheet 1. So first go to the your sheet 1 dot activate. Now I want to select the data A1 to G24. So we have two methods to select this data. First, we write the Excel method A1 to G16 dot select. Just like you have apply the formula and you have give the range and range in the same format. Okay. Second method is the VBA method. In the VBA method, we have write the starting position, the A1, and ending position G16, like that. Dot select. That called VBA method. So VBA give your cursor and press the shift and go to the last cell. So data will be selected. Two method have. First Excel method and second VBA method. So we have used the VBA method mostly time because this method we give the dynamic. We can do the dynamic. Okay. Any problem?
Yeah, no, no, no. You okay?
Okay. Now I want to select the data dynamically because this is the fixed range, but I want to select the data dynamically. So we have used the range A1 dot current region dot select. Current region, it means press the control A and select the data. Okay. But problem this feature because maybe your blank cell will be coming in the data. When the blank cell in the coming data, that time this code, current region code, select only for before the your blank row and column. So this is the problem. So that time we have used also the seat one dot used range dot select. Use range, it means the select here and press the control shift and use range will be selected. But okay, and this feature, if you have the blank row and blank columns, so they'll be also selected here. Okay. Third thing, how can I move my cursor? Because I want to go to the last of the data, last left side and outside. So that time we have used the and method, just like a1 dot and a1 dot and give the positions so down and dot select. Go to the down. But remember, I want to go to the last of my data. But my data have also the blank data. So if you that time if you use this code, your cursor will be stopped before of the blank row because this code just use the control down arrow. Control down arrow. So that time we use the one tricks. First, give the range a 10 lakh या 65,000 as per your data dot and now access up then select. So this is the perfectly code. So for your Excel will be go 65,000 row and now press the control and up arrow and put it. Your code will be last of the data. Okay? Understand? Any problem, ma'am?
No, no, I understand, understood.
Okay. Now I want to also select selection and select my data. So that time we have just select here. We use the this method. This method. So we have right here code range A1, the starting of the data. But end of the data, we have not end of the column and not have any idea. So that time we have give range A1 dot and to Excel right and now select. So here is the we have merged the two code. First code the range A1 and second code last column we will pick from this and method to write. Okay, and select data. Now we can also use the range selection comma selection dot and Excel DW and down dot select. Okay, so data will be selected. So when you record the macro and select the data, just like we have go to the developer and record this macro. And now we, oh sorry, we have stop here. Record and we have select here left and down. Stop. You can now go to the module. You select selection dot and the right and down. Same code.
Hmm?
Okay.
Same, same. Okay.
And now I want to the next go to the next blank row. Okay, when you use this code Excel down, my cursor yeah Excel up, my cursor go to the last data. But I want to next blank row. I want to next blank row. How can I go to the next blank row? That time we use the this code with offset. Paste here dot and now go to the XLS, not and or only on enter here, offset. Offset, we have give the row number and column number. the row number 1 and column number 0 dot select. So now this code first go to the A65,000 row, then press the control up and offset. After that offset, do the one cell down because this is the row in the plus. One cell down here. If you give the row column number 1 here, so give the one column forward. I give the 5. So 5 here. So that time 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to the this cell. The offset you can also use that use the go forward your cursor. I want to minus 2. I give the minus 2. When you give the figure in the minus, that time your cursor back 0, 1, 2. Okay, row and column also. Now 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cursor will be here. Understand the offset method?
Yeah, understand.
So
Minus.
offset, minus it means back and plus will be next.
Okay.
Minus will be plus and will be next and minus will be back and plus will be next.
Okay.
And this is a very useful code. In the future class, we have discussed the mostly classes. So now we are discussing how can select the data. Okay, we have give the manual Excel method, the manual VBA method. Then we have used also the current digit. It means Control A. You can use also the use range. How can select the range? Your all data, not considering not problem with the blank row and column. All data will be selected. Then how can move the cursor? We have cursor, move the cursor, Excel down, Excel left, Excel right. Okay. And how can go to the last of the data if you have the data blank row. So that time we use the Excel and XLSF method, right? But I have the problem. I have also the blank in the header. Many blank data will be available in the my data. So that time we use the use select the use range, but some problem in the use range I can't select the data. So that time we have used the one method. First, we have give the cell C equal to range xfd1 dot and excel to left dot column. This code go to the xfd1. It means last of your column. The last column is the fd1. Now and press the excel to left. So press the control left arrow and go to the last column of your data. And this column number will be stored in the C, just like column number is 7. So 7 is stored in the C. Same, we write the R equal to range A 65,000 dot and remember we have used here 65,000, but you can use the 10 lakh because your data have a big. Okay, excellence up dot row. So we have calculate the last column and last row. It means 7 column and 6 row. 7 column 6 row. It means last data or last cell or data cells. Okay. So that time now we have used. I know the my starting the data is the A1 and ending data in the number 7 and 16. And we have discussed also when you have data cells and row and column in the numbers, we can use the cells. So we write here cells, row number R and column number C and dot select. Okay? Yeah. Any problem?
Yeah, no, no problem. Actually, I'm traveling. That's why I'm very silent.
Okay, so remember your range is the very complicated and very useful because every feature, every topics, and every Excel command, mostly command, not every, mostly command perform on the range. You want to apply the chart, data in the range, you apply the pivot, data in the range, you want to copy, you want to paste, every feature effect on the range. So you have better understand about the range. Okay? So
Okay.
run the slowly. First, you have understand and run this macro, and
Okay.
tomorrow we have do the one to project about the range. Then we have understand what is the range will be do. Okay.
Okay.
So please run